ABC 1 2 3. ABC 1 2 3. ABC 1 2 3. ABC 1 2 3. ABC testing 1 2 3. ABC 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 1 2 3.
Are you ready? Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Thank you for having us, and I hope we pass the audition. Testing 1 2 1 2. By George, said Paul. I think John has lost his Ringo. Testing, testing, testing. Drake. James Drake. James Drake. Are you there? Is that good?
He said it was fine.
Oh, good. I see.
Can y'all hear?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
There you go. Can you
yes.
Can you turn it up? We can't hear it.
Sorry.
I think you turned it up. Oh, I forgot. My glasses. Oh, much better. Okay.
Is that? Oh man, don't know what I do.
I wish I had an earpiece.
That was too quiet.
I wish I had an earpiece.
Is it too quiet? I feel like I can hear it echo like crazy.
Okay, that's better.
So that's better? That's not too loud?
No, that is significantly better than before.
Alright, thank y'all.
Cool.
All right. Trying to.
once you live, just double click. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. Now type it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. Big Daddy G Show. G Show. He's a funny guy, I'm not gonna lie. He once made me laugh out both my eyes. It's the Big Daddy G Show, G Show. It's the Daddy G Show, G Show. Yeah, now let's go. Now boy, what you know? Man, he made me laugh so hard I hit the floor. It's the Big Daddy G Show, G Show. It's the Daddy G Show, G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah, it's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah, now what you know? It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. He make you laugh so hard you hit the floor. What it is, it's the Big Daddy G Show.
Are we on? Are we on?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Do you guys want to see that monitor? Oh, y'all moved. That's so cool. I was going to tell them to move the monitor around. Okay, so today we have Drake in the house. Nah, just kidding. James Drake, he's an actor here and in the Austin area, growing. And we're going to have him on the show, so please stick around. I want to just tell you guys a couple of things that I learned that I think is really cool. One is, if you drink a lot of Crown Royal, odds are mosquitoes are going to love you. That's what I was told. So since I do drink a lot of Crown Royal, I figured it's got to be true. So anyway, I went over to a friend's house and she let me take a shower, and she uses this soap. Can we do it close up? Are we going? What camera do we do it on? 4? Okay. So here is a soap. Now we don't make any money, and we're not being sponsored by them or anything like that. I just wanted to point something out to you guys that this soap is peppermint, and mosquitoes hate peppermint. So if you have a big mosquito problem, plant peppermint plants around your house. If you hate peppermint plants, just start using this soap. It stays on your skin. You have to use it like 2-3 times before it's actually, I guess, gets into your skin or something. And then the mosquitoes will leave you alone. So try this soap out. It's called Dr. Bonner's. Is that right? Let me look at it real quick. Dr. Bonner's Pure Castle Soap, hemp soap. And so I'm one of those people that has to spray themselves completely front and back, top to bottom, with mosquito spray. So since I started using this stuff, I haven't had to be doing that at all. So I actually have no idea what we're doing today, except I know we have James Drake in the house, but I actually have no other idea. So I'm going to go through my notes here real quick and see what else we got going on. So, all right, so somebody sent me, a lot of the stuff people send me, and then I want to tell you guys about it. So somebody sent this to me. Okay, you're not tough. You see that little bird? That little bird out there? Yeah, that's tough. He sleeps outside during the winter. So if you think you're a tough guy, yeah, you don't have friends like me who send you stuff like this. Anyway, with email technology, why are we still polluting so much? Why is there so much paper junk mail? I have 2 boxes that are about this big and like this big, full of junk mail that I need to go and take it and get it recycled. Why are we doing that if we have email, you know? It doesn't make sense. Let's see. Somebody sent me a hang in there, buddy. That's because I'm sober right now. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. So anyway, it's a show about nothing. I don't know who Thomas Cruise is. I'm sorry. So if the Egyptians, somebody asked me this question, if the Egyptians built the pyramids, how did they get around the world to build all of them? Because there are pyramids almost everywhere on this planet. It's true. Did you know there's pyramids underwater? There's pyramids in Egypt. We're kind of led to believe there's only 3 in Egypt, but there's actually a lot more than that. But there's pyramids in Egypt that are actually, instead of going up into the sky, they actually go down underground. So a lot of people didn't know that. So there. I don't know if that's useless information or not, but anyway. You know what I thought was really interesting was that I right now I have 4 kittens that 3 of them are up for grabs. One I'm going to keep, but 3 of them are up for grabs. And I noticed that all the kittens have all these nipples. And then I noticed that my dogs, they have all these nipples, and they're males. So there's so many animals that have all these nipples and no use for them, right? So it sounds to me like that was a design. It didn't just happen by accident. So if you think about it. So anyway, all right. So I'm gonna go. Some of these are really crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to the show because I have no idea what we're doing. So Tyrone, what's the next step?
We can let in Mr. James Drake Coleman.
Okay.
We can show a clip and then bring him in. We have I would like him to set up his trailer. So
Okay.
I'd rather wait till he's interviewed. So.
All right. Well, kids, please help us welcome Mr. James Drake Coleman. All right. Nice to meet you again.
Can I just talk to you about the nipple thing?
Sure, please. Kids, this is important.
I was thinking about this today
Uh-huh.
on why men have nipples.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, they can be fun. I'll tell you
It
that.
can be fun.
Yeah. I don't understand. Why do male dogs have nipples? It doesn't make sense. So it sounds to me like someone designed them, designed the, they're laughing in the control. Somebody designed them, and I don't know, I don't know, I don't get it. It's interesting though, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah, if you think about it, dude, I mean.
I can actually answer both questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as far as why males have nipples, that's because we all start out as female in the womb until things go blah 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 bink.
Right.
Because all an egg in the female
Right.
anatomy is an X chromosome, and things are determined from there.
Right.
But as far as the thing about why male dogs would have tits, it's the same reason.
Nipples.
Nipples or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why a man would be born with gynecomastia or something like that. It's an intersex thing, where
Well, that's a big word.
where they're born with more chromosomes or
Yeah.
less or here and there. It's incredibly complicated. Sex is not binary.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's Quincy telling us. That's Quincy telling us or informing us. And is blink? Is that code for penis? Blink. You said blink. Then blink. You said
I don't know.
everybody has nipples when they're in the womb, and then blink. Does blink mean the penis shows up and then there was no use for
what I
him?
was trying to say is that if you have that all an egg has at first is that X chromosome, which is why you would have
Right.
you would have those characteristics on a dude.
Right.
That's all I was saying.
That's really cool.
I like
You
the
get that
blink
extra
terminology,
X,
though.
You get that
Yeah.
extra X, or like there's also a thing where like there's no chromosomes at all, or whatever. There's an entire thing about that. Maybe get an actual scientist on the show to talk about it. It's really interesting.
Dude, it is interesting. I also found out, here's some useless information. I also found out that not only one sperm cell makes it into the egg.
Yeah.
See,
That's another
there's
way
so
you
many
can
things we're not
do
told.
intersex.
You're saying I'm not a winner?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of winners.
there's a bunch of winners, and they all came from the same place. So yeah, dude. So now if you have multiple personalities, it's okay. So anyway, so
That is a very different thing.
so do we call you James or Drake?
I used to be called Drake growing up.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy who is famous, and he goes by Drake.
That son of a.
So I couldn't keep
Yeah.
going by Drake. But I still have a lot of friends and coworkers that call me Drake. But James.
Does anybody call you
James-
JD?
Not JD, no.
No?
I get J. I get Drizzy.
Yeah. Drizzy?
Drizzy sometimes.
All right. Ma, we got to talk about that. Something's wrong. All right. So you're here because you're an artist,
Sure.
correct? And from what I understand, you write music
Yes, sir.
and you play guitar.
Yes.
And what else do you play?
I can play piano and
Yeah,
I
nice.
sing as well.
Nice. Did you by any chance bring a guitar with you today?
I did not.
Luckily, I have one in the car. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't. I was kind of hoping that you would, play something for us. So maybe you can come back some other time.
I would love that. That'd be fun.
And do that. Play because you have a lot of original stuff, right?
Yes, I do. I got
Nice.
an album coming out here pretty soon. It's not acoustic stuff, but I'd be happy
Mm-hmm.
to do like an acoustic rendition
Nice.
of one of the songs.
Nice. Dude, we have had so much talent on this show. It's just amazing. American Gypsy Band, Jonas. What is Jonas's last name? Jonas? Lawrence, yeah. Just awesome. I mean, Gabe Cano, I know you're listening and you're watching. Super awesome singer. So you would be in great company.
That's awesome.
To come in here and do that.
I'd be honored. That's awesome.
The reason you're here is because y'all did a film,
A feature film.
a
Yes, sir.
feature. Oh, it's a feature film.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nobody told me it was a feature film. I thought it was a 48-hour film.
We also
Wow.
did a 48-hour film.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk to the director about that. But yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, here, let me move this out of the way. I think we're done there. But it's like $11 at HEB at your grocery store. So in case, because the people are going to write me and say, how much is it? Where did you get it? You can get them at HEB. You can get them online. Just Google it. Okay, so this film that you did, I guess a lot of your fellow actors are in the audience
Yes.
today. Awesome, dude. Awesome.
And my cinematographer as well.
And cinematography. Oh, that's the guy.
And my mom.
Hi, Ma. He came into the control room and he said, "Where do I go?" And I said, "Are you the hooker?" Or what did I say, stripper or something? Anyway, I'm glad you're here, dude. I'm glad you're here. So tell us a little bit about this film.
So it started as a short film that we shot years and years and years ago, and it was about 16 minutes long. And I just had a bigger dream for the film, for the movie. I pitched it and got some funding for it.
Nice.
And we shot over about 2 months, and the shooting was super simple, super easy. It's a sci-fi thriller, drama, action. It's got so much heart in it. I really love it, and I'm really so proud of it. And I couldn't have done it with these people and the people in my corner and everything.
Well, did you write it?
I did, yes, sir.
Wow, that's awesome, man. And from what I understand, we have a clip.
I put together a teaser
teaser,
trailer
okay.
for you and your show.
Okay, and so nobody's seen this
No one's
before.
seen it. They haven't seen it.
Oh wow, dude, we gotta move the. Can we twist that monitor so they can see it a little bit better? We have this huge monitor in the studio here, but if you guys have never seen it, this would be perfect for you right there. All right, so Tyrone, do you want to go ahead and play that clip now?
Yes.
Or wait, let's build it up for a second here. Tell us a little bit about what it is, or what, without telling too much, of course.
All right, so the feature film follows 3 storylines.
Okay.
I play all 3.
Okay.
You'll see all 3 in the trailer. And it's up to the audience to kind of figure out which ones, do they all exist? Do none of them exist? I really did a lot of research in what happens to a human brain when you go through isolation, like in the forest, versus like when you're in isolation in like a room.
Right.
We built a spaceship.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that was awesome. Like we got to build a spaceship. I slept in there a couple nights just to kind of get the feel of it, which was freaky, but it was cool. Yeah, they say don't do a sci-fi for your first feature, but we did one anyways, and I couldn't be more proud of it. I know Rex, he's seen it, and we love it. So
awesome.
I'm so excited for everyone else to see it, and it's gonna come out early 2024, January.
Awesome. Well, dude, don't listen to what other people tell you as far as films and stuff. Just do whatever, whatever you want, Everybody, I've said this 100 times, everybody has an audience. Even if you came up here and you were a comedian who only does sign language comedy through sign language, everybody has an audience. So get off your arse and create, man. Create something,
Well, are we British now?
Well, the British, yes. All right, so Tyrone, you want to go ahead and play that the trailer? And this is the first time it's ever been seen, folks, right here on live television. So
I hope you like it.
And if you don't, Crown Royal.
Why are you here? 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 Why? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Tell me! Tell me!
Did you guys like it?
Wow. Why are you here? No. Why a sci-fi? What made you want to do a sci-fi instead of doing like a love, movie, about love and stuff like that? Why would you do a Wi-Fi?
I've always had an affinity for sci-fi. One of my issues with current sci-fis that I see now, outside of like Interstellar and some of these newer ones, is I didn't feel the heart. And then they're all big budget explosions and aliens and stuff. And so I really wanted to do something that was big, but at its core had like a very heartfelt message. I shot that whole thing during a really tough time in my life. And so it means a lot to me in terms of what it is. I don't know how much I am supposed to say. I don't want to spoiler.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil, but you don't want to give away too much.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the movie means so much, and because of where I was at when I was shooting it, it just means even so much more. And so I hope that people can feel it whenever they see.
Nice. Well, dude, that was an awesome trailer, man.
Thank you.
I mean, I would go see it.
Awesome. Did you guys like it? I know you first time seeing it. Cool.
Yeah, I would definitely go see that. So are we? So you're from Austin? Born and raised, or where are you from?
I'm from Tennessee.
Wow, you're a long ways from home.
Yeah, and then I lived a few years in Arizona before I made it here.
Yeah, great whiskey.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they even made a song. This would be hay. If y'all see this, it's not marijuana, it's hay. So, so when did you come here from Tennessee?
Let's see, 2004.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what brought you all to Texas?
It's crazy. My dad had a dream
Mhm.
or something, and so we packed up and moved here. He said, "My family is going to go to Austin,"
Wow.
and so we got here. We didn't know anyone. We didn't have a place to stay. We stayed in a hotel for like 2 weeks
Yeah.
while they found a house, and he just like had a dream and said, "We got to go." Strange. I think it's awesome too, because I
Yeah.
wouldn't have met any one of these people or
Right.
been where I'm at to this day if
Right.
it had not been for some dream.
Wow. And I want to party with your dad. Will you tell him that? Yeah, dude. Wow. Just got up and let's go.
Yeah,
We're
moved.
going to
I
Austin.
left all my friends. It was really sad.
Wow.
And then, yeah.
Well, you know, I don't know if this is true or not, but there is and maybe you guys, we're going to go a little off the subject here, but it's kind of along the same topic. But a while back, I saw, I guess, a news show or something like that, and that really famous astrologist, or he's, Tyrone, what's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. I can't say his middle name.
Yeah, that guy.
DeGrasse.
Yeah, that guy. He said, and I don't know why would he say it if it wasn't true, but he said that in the year 2029, if I remember correctly, 2029, there's supposed to be an asteroid that's supposed to hit the LA area. And the United States, supposedly, NASA, the United States is not doing anything to prevent it. But Russia hired him to come and help them figure out a way to divert it, push it in a different direction somehow, some way.
That's wild.
But isn't it funny that all the big money moved away from the coast, from California into Austin?
You think they know?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if you guys know, please write us and let us know if that's true or not. If it is true, then now you know why land is so cheap in California, or it's going to be really cheap pretty soon. But yeah, dude, I love sci-fi. I just saw a really cool film the other day. I've been trying to get people to watch it also. I don't remember the name, but it's really cool. And Tyrone will probably tell me the name in a minute. But super, super cool movie. Did Wi-Fi or sci-fi? I'm sorry. Did sci-fi? Is it in your blood? I mean, is it something that? I mean, do you feel like maybe you were somewhere else before you came? I'm not talking about Texas, but
Like Elon Musk or something? Like I'm from Mars?
well, I don't know. See, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't understand this. We have a book that says that the planet is only 4,000 or 5,000 years old, but yet we have skeletons and stuff that they have found buried that should not be here. There's no way that they would have had that technology. And what a lot of people don't understand is that if the planet is billions of years old, then that means that odds are there were other beings on this planet before we, got here, or before we were brought here, or however you think it happened. If this place has been around for billions of years, then that means there were other beings here before. I mean, it's a little deep, but if you think about it, that's a great storyline too. If anybody want to write that, make sure you write in a part for me. But so yeah, I mean, think about it, dude.
That's the thing about sci-fi.
Yeah.
Is
It can be anything.
You can create anything you want.
Yeah.
And the second you kind of get into that realm, now everything is possible.
Yeah.
So in isolation, we have multiple planets.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw one of the planets there with all the sand dunes. We shot that in Texas, by the way.
Nice.
I didn't even know there was dunes in Texas.
Oh yeah.
It was beautiful.
Dude, Texas is huge.
We shot the whole movie in
Yeah.
Texas, and so we went to the east, we went to the west.
Nice.
We shot a bunch here.
Nice.
So, but yeah, sci-fi is you can make and create anything you want, and then like Iron Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're making real suits. So
Yeah.
it sparks an idea for somebody who knows how to do it, and now
Right.
they're making Iron Man suits. I don't know if it's
Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but according to the powers that be, the place that we got Kevlar was actually from the that UFO that crashed in Roswell back in the 50s, I think. They got the material from those aliens that weren't there and never landed or never crash landed or anything. That they got the material from that wreckage, and they reproduced it, and that's where we got Kevlar from. Back in the 50s, I know we're going into, how much time do we have? Back in the 50s, there were 2 cops that were driving around. People started calling them and telling them, dude, something's going on over here. And it was out in the country. They went out into the woods. They found this round saucer spaceship. And they said, now they tell us that everything is numbers. Everything, this is designed by numbers, this is designed by numbers, this was made by number, you know. One of the officers said that on that spaceship there were nothing but zeros and ones. And guess what we have now? Zeros and ones. And these zeros and ones were going around the spaceship, on the spaceship. And he ended up touching it, the spaceship, and it burned him, and he ended up, I think, dying from radiation poisoning or something. So, dude,
that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, you know, the fact that you wrote this leads me to believe that at some point in your past, maybe not this life, but in your past lives, if you believe in that, that maybe you experienced something like that. They say, the intelligent people say that we are not from here, that we're from other planets, and we're all brought here somehow, whether it be by an asteroid. You know, we were a bacteria that lived on an asteroid, came here, and then it was able to flourish. You know, dude, anything is possible. If we have billions upon billions of planets and galaxies, anything is possible, you know. And the fact that you wrote this, dude, there might be more to it than you actually know, you know, because you've heard of deja vu.
Sure.
Yeah. So, you know, anything, I mean, I've gotten to the point that I realize that anything is possible, you know. All these people, I don't know who any of these people are, I don't think, but they're here in a room with me and you, and with cameras, with a crew of people that don't get paid, you know, to do this, you know. So anything is possible.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know it sounds like I'm getting kind of deep on that, because it's something that's really important to me, which is, you know, we don't know who brought us here or how we got here. All I know is that, you know, 2 nipples that have no use, you know, but dogs have them, cats have them, you know, beetles have them, you know. It just doesn't make sense. You know, so something is there. Something is going on that we're not privileged to that information, you know. I was telling your mom earlier about the lights in Phoenix. There was these like 7 huge lights above the city of Phoenix, but the only photo that they got of the lights were from like 7 miles away. So that doesn't make sense to me. So what are they hiding? What you're telling me that of all the hundreds of thousands of people that live in Phoenix, nobody had a cell phone, you know, or a camera and said, "Hey, dude, what is that?" You know, and took a picture. No, the only picture was 7 miles away. You know.
Yeah, weird.
So yeah, it kind of makes
Suspect.
you. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, huh? So anyway, all right. So tell me a little bit more about you. Why did you get into acting, or what is it what makes you want to not have to set the alarm clock to get there? You know what I mean? I mean, what is it?
I've been acting my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Even just around the house, my mom can tell you I was always just a character.
Yeah.
I'd even get with my cousins sometimes, and we'd do like little shows for mom and aunt and uncles and stuff. And then I did theater growing up in church and
Nice.
in school.
Nice.
And when I was 24, I read all these stories about these actors that just had like $1,000 in their pocket and they went to California and they made it.
Yeah.
And so I did that.
Yeah.
24, I had no experience, no resume, no reel, nothing, just some money. And I spent a summer there, lost all my money, got absolutely nowhere.
Okay.
Everybody just turned me down. I went to as many studios as I can go to, record labels as I could go to. Everyone was so mean
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah.
It was really like kind of a sad time. But at some point somebody told me that I needed to find an agent. And so I had some family in Arizona, and I looked for agencies in California, Arizona, and home.
Nice.
And so I went to a couple agencies in Arizona. Those meetings went great. And then I had a bunch here back home, and I thought, maybe let me go home and build up my resume, get an agent. And so that's what I've been doing since I've been 24. So I'm
Nice.
still, I think, fairly new at the acting thing. I'm 33 now.
Oh, you're still a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dude, we have Richard lives here. Robert lives here.
I love those guys.
Matthew,
Yeah.
Sandy Bullock lives here. You know, there's a reason why they live here. But you know, you don't have to go to California. Well, it's not going to be there anymore. In a few
With the
years,
asteroid
but
hits.
supposedly, it's not going to be there anyway. So, yeah.
Down
So
by wildfires.
people are.
Yeah, but
are
I didn't.
moving here
I didn't
like
realize
crazy.
that the community was so large here, or
Yeah.
it was growing.
Yeah.
The only knowledge I had was go to California,
Yeah.
and I just ended up wasting a lot of time and money. But I gained some experience, I guess.
Right.
And then came back, and actually the 48-hour film project
Yeah.
was one of the first things I did.
Yeah.
And that jump started me into my network of people. Rex was my cinematographer for Isolation. I met him.
Through
And
the
he goes,
Nice.
yeah, you want to be on my 48 hour? I said yes, and now we've been teammates
Nice.
for years.
Nice.
Yeah, so I attribute a lot to the 48 as well, just in
Nice.
terms of like, just getting in front of people and getting the experience, and
Right.
and it's a blast
Right.
in itself. So
Well, it's Frank Sinatra. I don't know if you guys know who Frank Sinatra is, but I know some of you all out there watching do know who Frank Sinatra is. But he said that when he was hot, everybody would take his call. Every agent, every producer, every director would take his call. But when he got cold, nobody would take his call. Not those agents, not those producers, not those directors, not those studio heads. Nobody would take his calls because he wasn't hot. And then he got hot again. Then all of a sudden, all those agents and all those producers, hey, Frankie, how you doing? Da da da. And he said he finally realized that the reason they didn't take his phone calls were because they weren't his friends.
yeah,
This is called show business because it's a business. So, if it's just like if you have a store, you don't take care of your customers, then guess what happens? Those customers go to a different store, So it's show business. It's a business. So you're going to run into good people, and then you're going to run into some really crappy people.
Right.
And I've run into both. And so yeah. So I'm glad that you got to go to California because that's an experience, dude. That
Right.
a lot of people, they won't take that first step. And I tell the kids that are watching, get off your arse and do something, create something, come help us. Come help us. Do a television show, and we do films also. We don't just do TV. We also do films, and so. But you got to get off your ass. You got to get off your ass, and you got to start creating. This guy created something. He didn't have any money, so he found it. There's an old saying when somebody says, "Oh, I'll never be able to do this," or "I'll never be able to do that." Well, if I told you that I would give you, this is actually a true story. Holy crap! I actually this happened to me. I just remembered. I was on a bus, a Capital Metro bus here in Austin, and I loved riding the bus because there's a lot of crazies, So they're like my family, and I was coming into town, and I'd been doing stuff downtown. Since I like to drink, I don't like to drive. So when I drink, I like to take the bus. And I met this guy on the way back out of town, and or up to North Austin, and I said, he asked me for $5 for food to get something to eat. And I said, well, dude, you don't look like you're homeless. He says, no, I'm not homeless. I just haven't been able to find a job, and, times are tough, and, everybody's, suffering. And I said, well, and he almost got me, because I was going to give him money, because, I understand times are tough for some people and like that. And so then I asked him, I said, well, how long have you been looking for a job? And he said, 5 years. And I said, no, dude, you don't want a job. That's not, what you're doing is you don't want a job. And he said, no, really, I've been looking like crazy, and I can't get a job. And I said, I'll tell you what. I said, if I told you that I would give you $1 million in cash if you could find a job by 5 p.m. today, do you think you could find a job by 5 p.m.? Hell yeah. I said, then go get a damn job, So, you can sit there and you can say, oh, no, I can't do it. I can't get the funding. I can't get this. I can't get that. Ta-da! It just has to be in your heart. You just have to get off your ass, and you have to go for it, and you have to do it. So, are you working on any other projects right now?
Right now, we are still finishing up Isolation.
Okay.
It's very VFX heavy.
Nice.
And I'm doing all that myself.
Wow. Nice.
So all the VFX you saw in the trailer,
Nice.
that was me. And there's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm still in that process, but that'll be done in August.
Yeah.
And then for the next 4 months is all audio. So scoring,
Yeah.
dialogue, all that will be finished up, and then January we'll have a premiere.
Yep. See, a lot of people think that like this TV show that we just turn on the camera and that's it. Dude, there's lights all over here. There's cameras. There's a lot of people involved. So you need to find people. Like you said, you found him through the 48, project. That's how you gotta. What's the word I'm looking for?
Network, connect.
Network, yeah. You got to network. If you don't drink, start drinking. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you got to network, dude. And you go to these, like we used to have these meetings where, oh man, she's going to hate me from up above.
Like the socials?
Yeah, the socials.
Mixers?
Donna, what was her name? Donnice. Yeah, she always corrected me. Donnice. She'd have these socials. I don't know if they're still going on or not. I haven't been to one in a long time, but you got to get in there. You got to go talk to people. You got to, I've actually had him on the show before, I think. Were you on the show, or were you just in the audience before?
You had the team on. We won
the team on?
We
Yeah.
had we won the 48-hour. Is that 2019?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, first
I
Soulmate.
do a lot of drugs, so there. Okay, yeah, and
It was the same team too.
Yeah.
We just, I love what you said about connecting, and then to take that even further, connect with people, and connect with good people.
Yeah, yeah. And,
I love my team. Sometimes we don't work on stuff. We just
Yeah.
hang out, and watch movies.
right.
Like, I'm so glad that I got to meet them,
Yeah.
and through them got to meet all of these other people, who I feel that we have a closeness.
Aw.
I feel for these people. I love them.
Hugs all around. No. You do get close because you're around each other probably 20 hours a day. So you do get to know those people really well, really well, because you eat together, you sleep, you take naps, you have to go get this part. Oh, we didn't get this, we didn't get that. But it can happen. You can do it. This studio is here to create. You have to pay money to be able to use all this equipment, but it's not a lot of money. So anybody can do it. Anybody can come, but you have to get off your arse. To do it. You just have to get off your arse and do it. And he found funding for this film. And even if you hadn't found funding for the film, you would have done it somehow.
I'd have found
some
a way.
way.
Yeah, I'd have found a way.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, you find a way to do stuff if you really want to do it. If you don't want to do it, then you're not going to find a way to
How
do
do you find funding?
it. Oh.
Is that you, God?
Is
So-
God trying to
Yeah.
subscribe to his Patreon or something?
How did you get funding?
So, like I said, I had the short film
Uh-huh.
that was out already.
Yeah.
I know some people,
Mhm.
and I was just like, "Hey, I have an idea."
Yeah.
Watched the short; they'd seen it. They really like it.
Yeah.
I said, "Give me some money, and I'll make a feature, and it'll be great. And I promise I'll give you $1 million."
Yeah.
So I said,
There
"Give
you
me this much, and I will give you $1 million."
Mhm.
And so I just put my heart and soul into the film, and me and Rex did so much pre-work, making sure that it was airtight. Shooting was so smooth and great. Everybody seemed to be on the same page, and I have no doubts in my mind that when this thing comes out, it's gonna just propel every single one of these people. And
Well, dude, I really like that trailer. Like I said, I would pay to go see that.
Awesome.
Okay, so.
the premiere
and-
will be free.
Oh, cool. I love free. I love free being Jewish. Hello, 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 hello. Are we echo, go, we. Hello.
Sorry, I was just gonna see if anyone had any questions from the audience since
Oh.
we got the mic set up over there.
There you go.
Or if you have questions for them at all.
Well, I actually have done everything that each one of you have done, because when I started, which was about 13, 14, 15 years ago, I wanted to learn everything because I wanted to know what the DP was going through. I wanted to know what the sound guy was going through. I wanted to know what the lighting guy was going through. I wanted to know what the caterer was going through. I wanted to, because that's the only way you're going to appreciate what each person does. Tyrone, our director, he has done everything, that there is to do when it comes to film and television. And because now he appreciates the DP, he appreciates the sound guy, he appreciates the lighting guy, he appreciates, the whole setup. And that is my advice to anybody that wants to get into film or television. Do every position so that you know what every person that's working on your set is going through. And don't be one of those directors that screams and yells at people because the sound guy, something went wrong or whatever. Well, dude, it happens.
Right.
Microphones break, especially if you don't take care of them. Microphones break, or the lights, the bulb goes out, or we lost power to this side of the lighting, and we lost power to this side of the, it happens. But with the more experience that you have, the more the problem comes up. Bam, that's nothing, so-and-so happened, so-and-so didn't show up, don't worry about it, I know another actor, or I know another sound guy, or let's get the camera right, or let's get, and that's what a good director does. I believe that a good director knows every job that there is to do and has done it.
Right.
And then they really appreciate their crew.
And it helps you communicate as well too.
Yeah.
If I don't know how to tell you how to improve on what you're doing, then I can't accurately
Exactly.
tell you how to improve on what you're doing.
See, like earlier, he kept asking me a bunch of questions, and I was like, dude, I can answer the questions, I can, but I won't do it because my director will get mad at me if I answer the questions, because that's his job.
Right.
So, and not that I can't do it, I can do it, but it's his decision, because he is the director.
I'm nice, gosh.
Well, yeah. But anyway, to everyone but me, is that right? Is that what he says all the time? I'm nice to everyone but him. But yeah, so you learn every position, you learn, what everybody goes through, and at the same time that the DP is, his red camera froze or something, at the same time he's going through stuff back here, something might have happened with his family, something might have happened here, something might have happened there. He could have wrecked his car, somebody stole his car. So you're still dealing with that. But, when something's in your heart, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on. Nobody's going to get in your way. you know. And I told you a long, long time ago, I don't know if you remember, but I told you a long, long time ago, dude, don't give up. Because if you give up, you're not going to get anywhere. So just stay there. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. People will pay big money to see you enjoy what you're doing. And if you don't believe me, go hop on YouTube or Instagram or all these people that are making tons of money. You know, people will pay money to see you, you know, to see you work. You know, I know that sounds stupid, but it's not. People will pay big money. I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. The guy could barely talk when he got here, you know, but people, and they saw that it was in his heart, you know, what he was doing was in his heart, and people will feel that. People will see that, feel it, and then they go, dude, you know, that's why people will watch Harrison Ford, you know, because a lot of y'all don't know, but Harrison Ford started as I think a painter or a carpenter on a movie set. And then some actor threw a fit and they fired him and they said, dude, you know, can you say, come here now, you know? And he did, and, you know, and the thing is, don't give up. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't give up. And I think I also said, you're not too far away. You know, dude, you just got to keep going. And now you've made a film, and this is only your first film?
First one, yes, sir.
Okay, so it's only your first film. You know, I was bragging on Tyrone earlier that, dude, he's made his first film. He's working on another documentary. He wrote another film about a chupacabra.
Cool.
That's going to need he's going to need help with that. So, you know, he doesn't just do this, you know, when he's not busy working or whatever, he's doing that. He's writing, you know, he's thinking, he's writing stuff down. He's the only person I know that has 1,900 notebooks, you know, and each one is a story. You know, there's a story here, and there's another story here, there's another story here, you know.
What about James?
What about James? Oh, well, no. I'm just saying that's the way to do it. Neil Simon actually used to do that. Also, he used to have notebooks, and then when he thought of an idea for this particular thing that he was writing, this play that he was writing, he would take that notebook and write. Okay, this will be a great line for this one, you know. And then when he found or thought of another thought for this other play that he was writing, he would write that down on that notebook. He carried a briefcase with a bunch of notebooks in it. So I'm just trying to give them, you know, ideas as to how to do this or how.
That's a great note.
Yeah.
I do something similar.
Yeah.
If I have an idea, I'll jot it down.
Yeah.
I do that with song lyrics as well.
I do this iPad. I call it my second brain. Whenever 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll be partying, and then I'll go, oh, wait a minute, I just thought of something. And I'll be I'll be sitting there, and then I'll just start laughing, you know, and people will be like, what's funny? Oh, no, I can't tell you, I got to write it down. You know, it's a joke or something like that. And that's what you do, is you write stuff down and you make a story. And then you find people that share the same passion. People that are willing to do it for free, you know. The people that show up here to help as a crew over and over and over again is because it's in their heart, you know. And we've had people that have worked with us for years and years, you know, and keep in contact with us because it's in their heart. Now sometimes, you know, again, life gets in the way, you know, like a baby, Rob, a baby, but Rob's still here. You know, he's in the control room, right? You know that giant that's in there? That's Rob, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it today or not, but he's here. You know, so, and it's free. You know, he's given up his time for free. So I don't know. I just love that about people, you know, that do that. I'm not sure. Do you guys have any questions for James that you want to ask? I'm not sure where the microphone is.
So you sing, right? Of course. So I was wondering, so being a singer and an actor, how can you say that like singing helps you like tap into your acting, or does that have any kind of correlation for you? Like, does it help you act, or you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Yeah.
So I think anything artistic leads to more artistic things. I find that sometimes if you feel you're in a rut if I'm in a rut for songwriting, an acting exercise might help with that, and vice versa. I find it's all kind of connected in that like artistic world. Rex and I we did a whole like 35-minute song acting thing together. We just merged everything together too. So like I find there's a really like beautiful harmony when you can do that as well. And then music itself, just whenever I'm tapping into a character, I'll like create a playlist. Not my own music, that would be weird to like listen to myself. But for other artists, and I'll create a playlist, and that'll be kind of my character's listening device into getting into the character, getting out of character. And getting out of character is just as important too. There's been a couple times I've been stuck.
Yeah.
And that was actually pretty scary.
Yeah.
And I was talking to some people, and they told me that music is a great gateway of getting out.
Yeah.
So getting in and getting out, like music itself, man, it just, I don't know what it does to my brain, but it's beautiful, and it helps me get to where I need to go. When I'm feeling sad, it makes me happy. When I'm feeling happy, it makes me sad. You know, like it just helps me navigate the emotions that I want to feel. I hope I answered your question.
Sure.
Okay.
I have a
Oh.
One of my favorite filmmakers is Clint Eastwood, and he directs a lot of films he stars in. And this trailer we showed of Isolation, you did that. What is kind of your way of directing and being in front of and behind the camera, like that kind of dynamic? How does that go? That's what I got.
Man, I would love to pick his brain on how he does it so well.
You better hurry.
I know. Some people can do it so well. There have been short films that I don't think I've done that well. There's so much you got to think about whenever you're directing.
Yeah.
Like you said, you kind of have to know everyone's position, and let me check the gate. How's the audio? You're also kind of like watching the other actor you're working with and making sure they're good. So there's a lot to think about.
All right.
So it's super hard to balance. For Isolation, though, my team and I, because there were a couple times where I felt like I was in director head. And I love them for this, but I was in director head. I couldn't quite get to the character. I couldn't quite make the character what I wanted him to be. And I'd be like, guys, let's take 5-10 minutes. And we would just sit on the ground and we would just talk about the scene, what the scene was, what the character's supposed to feel. And so like they all helped me get out of that director mind. Everything's set up. Lights are set up. Everything's good. I'll do a take. It's not good. Do another take. This is crap. What's going on? And I'm like, it's because I'm thinking about everything. And so we would just stop. Like, guys, let's take 5 minutes. We would sit down and talk. And Rex was instrumental in, it's the way he looks at me. It's just really great. And he's done this on a number of films where I'm like, Rex, talk to me. And we'll talk about whatever I'm supposed to feel in terms of the character. But it takes that.
Yeah.
You know, without them, I don't know that I would be able to convey a lot of the things that I do in this film or other films for that matter. So, I mean, I don't know Clint Eastwood's process, but that would be interesting to know. He might just be able to go in and kill it.
Yeah. Well, he has a one-shot deal. He'll only shoot the scene one time. That's it. Move on. Yeah, and everybody thinks it sucks, but you know, again, the audience loves him. So
we also don't have the privilege, being indie filmmakers, of having months and months and months to prepare. If I could only think about Isolation for a year, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
You know, but indie filmmakers, we have jobs and we have other things that we're doing. And that morning you might have been scooping ice cream, and now you're on the set. We get to cry. You know, we don't really get that. Indie filmmaking is also difficult in that, where we have to kind of balance our personal lives or whatever jobs we're working.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Well, you also have to be real careful because Heath Ledger got into that character, the Joker, and he couldn't get out. And so he started doing a bunch of pills and drugs and stuff because he couldn't get out of that character.
He's still doing that stuff,
But,
by the way.
Yeah.
He's just generally kind of a dick.
Oh, yeah. We try not to cuss too much. But Do you want to bring up some of the cast? We don't have a lot of time, but we have like 2-3 minutes.
I would love if you would talk to them. They
Can
came
you-
here.
Do you guys want to come up here all at one time and maybe stand behind him? That way Mom and Dad can see you guys. Anybody that was involved in the...
That's something about me is I don't go without my people.
Yeah.
I want them to be involved. So I would
yeah.
love for you to ask them
Oh,
some
yeah.
questions. What's up? Welcome.
So you were the DP.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your name?
Rex.
Rex. And how long have you been doing DP work? Or
Can they hear them? Do we need to bring that microphone?
Tyrone, can you hear this? He's probably having a drink back there.
I was framing that camera on the wall up there. So it was like,
All right. Can we hear them?
no.
Okay.
Cool.
You can
Wait,
I'm
hear
glad I
them,
asked.
like pretty decently, but if they want to get on the mic,
Just got to
yeah.
stand like right next to James.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Who wants to just pass them the mic?
There you go.
It goes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
There you go.
Let me make sure it's on.
So let's start with the DP because he's the one that makes you look pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What was the question?
Your name and where are you from and
Oh.
how did you start
Right. My
doing
name's
this?
Rex. I started here by just coming to Austin literally
Nice.
in 2012, going to school for this because I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker.
Awesome.
So, yeah, ever since 2012, that's what I've been doing. Though, to be fair, like I didn't really get into filmmaking until like 15
Okay.
or 2014. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning, so I just kind of sat there.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things, just absorb everything and not really do anything. But yeah, once I started actually doing stuff, I think one of the first projects I actually worked on as a DP was one where he was acting in it, and of course that's led to me asking him, "Hey, there's a 48-hour coming up. Do you want to help me with that?"
Nice.
And so yeah, that story happened, and you know, now we're just always making stuff together.
And where are you from?
I'm initially from Laredo, Texas. It's a border town.
Nice, dude. I know
yeah.
Laredo. I've been in jail there.
Oh.
Ma, I was innocent, Ma.
Do you know
I
my
didn't know it was a
dad?
cop car. Yeah, I didn't know it was a cop car. But so you're from, and are you up for hire?
Yeah.
Okay, so how would people get a hold of you?
Hire this man. He also colored Isolation as well.
Oh,
He's a
nice.
phenomenal colorist.
Nice. We go to Russia. We have a guy in Russia that does the coloring, but now that you're here, yeah.
Right, you can email me at mauricio.r.maya@gmail.com.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's my name, my full name.
Do you have something like on Facebook or on
Facebook,
Instagram? Or?
See, that's my problem right there.
Okay.
I'm not anywhere really.
You can also contact me and I will get in touch much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the people who I work with, like I've worked with them already, so
Yeah.
they just like kind of call me, and
Yeah.
I'm there.
Nice. I do want to mention something real quick. Even though we're going to go,
So I just wanted to let y'all know this is how you follow James on Instagram. And
Oh, there you
then
go.
can hit him up there.
Yo.
even though the show is going to stop going live,
I'm dead, dude. I'm dead, man.
at the TV station, we will be live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also go to my website and follow this show on my website. We're live on the website also. So, man, Laredo.
Yeah.
Yeah, had some good times.
Ultimately, I really like working with James a lot.
Nice.
He definitely lets me, we get creative together.
Okay.
Talking about things that he needs and stuff like that. So I'm also somewhat of a director.
Nice.
I have my own
He is a
feature film.
director, not someone.
Nice.
I have my own feature film. But, you know, he's getting there first.
Right. What's your feature film? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Not
Yeah,
too much.
I mean,
but
it's a
don't give
drama.
it
It's a
away.
coming of age drama,
Nice.
LGBT related.
Nice.
Deals with the furry fandom actually. So it's a pretty fun.
Is that the where they dress up and?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a friend, Ethan. My
Yeah,
friend Ethan.
We had
yeah,
a
is
lot
in
of furries in that
Yeah.
film, and so
Nice.
it's really nice. You know,
Nice. And how far along are you on that particular film?
it's just the editing. We have everything. I just need to edit it together, like finish the edit. You know, and
So
that's it.
you need to find an editor.
Oh, I am my own editor, but
okay.
unfortunately, I tend to put other people's work before my own. It's a
Right.
really bad habit of mine, but you know, that is coming along. So
Yeah. Well, just schedule, like let's just say the month of, what's coming up, August, the month of August. Not going to work on anything else but this. Oh, hey, are you available in August? No. I'm just going to work on I have, stuff. One thing I do want to tell you guys, a lesson that I learned is that if you don't agree with the director or the DP and you guys go different directions, like you decide you don't want to work on that film again, creative differences. That's all you have to say. Just say we had creative differences and we went separate ways. That's it. So use that. Trust me, it'll get you lots of work. All right. So and let's go here. What's your name?
My name is Marissa.
Hi, Marissa.
Hi.
And what did you do in this film?
I was one of the actors. You briefly saw the desert, so I was one of the desert people.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
nice.
these two were as well. So.
Nice. And where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Nebraska.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And now you're in the heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's too hot.
Yeah. I had a friend, I don't know her name, but I always called her Crazy Lady. And she had she lived in an RV that had no air conditioning. And because she was from Nebraska up there, Yankeeville, she was from up there and she just loved the heat. Because she grew up in 9 feet of snow, and she just loved the heat. I never understood her, and people thought she was nuts. But anyway, so you live in Austin now?
I do, yes.
Okay, and you love Austin?
I do.
How long have you been here?
I have been here since 2017.
Okay.
So
yeah.
minute. Yeah.
So, and what makes you get into acting? Why did you decide?
So I wanted to be an actor because I didn't feel like it was enough to get just one life.
Right.
Nice. I kind of had this wanderlust to feel what it would feel like to be in someone else's soul.
Yeah.
So that sort of naturally led me to acting, where it can be anyone and anything.
Nice. You know what wins Oscars? Attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
That wins Oscars. I've seen a lot of Westerns lately that the guys have been out on the trails for months, but their clothes are clean, like they just came out of the cleaners, and I'm like, well, So anyway, I forgot to tell you this, but is there anybody out there that you want to say hi to in the real world?
Well, I don't think my parents are watching. They'd be the ones that I would say hi to.
Well, they can watch later because it's going to be on
hi, Mom and Dad.
There you go. Hi, Mom and Dad. What are their names?
Brian and Lori.
Hi, Brian and Lori. Have a margarita for me when I get there. I'm coming to visit in Nebraska. I forgot to ask you to say hi to somebody, mom or dad or whoever you want to say hi to.
Shout out Trent and Nina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are they watching?
I don't know.
I hope they're watching. Trent, Nina, I see you.
We did the whole film, 4 of us.
Yeah.
Skeleton crew, me, Rex, Trent,
Wow.
Nina, and amazing. They're amazing.
Dude, that's what it takes, man. You got to find people that it's in their hearts. All right, let's move on. And
Also,
who
thank
are
you,
you,
Mom
young
and
man? I'm sorry, say it again.
I just said also thank you, Mom and Dad.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mom and Dad. What's Mom and Dad's names?
Anna and Mauricio.
And Mauricio. Ana and Mauricio, I'm going to need some tacos and some margaritas. Órale, frozen, no salt. All right, so who are you?
My name is Bradley.
Hi, Bradley. How you doing? And where are you from?
From Houston originally.
Wow. Yeah, I've been in jail there too. Houston, yeah. The Continental Club, downtown, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we broke the fence into the bar next door, and so a lot of us got in trouble, yeah. Anyway, so what got you into acting?
My big brother.
Wow.
Big brother, yeah. He moved to California one day. This is back in what? We're in 2023 now. I think it was back in 2017.
Yeah.
He moved. And it really just inspired me to just go after my dream. And
Nice.
here I am doing my thing now. So
Nice. And is this the first film you've worked on?
No, it's not. I've been on a few feature films,
Okay.
but this was a good experience too. This was the first villain role I've played. So
I met Bradley on another feature film.
Yeah.
It's called Events. It's on Amazon. You guys can go watch that. Watch
Nice.
us both. But I met him on that, and I had a role, and I was like, bro, please come through.
So shout out James Drake for just meeting him on set and bringing me on this film. It was lots of fun.
Nice.
Go ahead. You were talking about the villain role.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Villain role. So it was really just a different experience, kind of just tapping into a bad guy and kind of just tapping into my voice acting as well, because I had to create this whole nother voice of mine, and it was just kind of cool just tapping into that, just his mindset and his how he thinks and stuff. So it was different for sure, and it's something that I definitely want to play in the future someday too, because villains make great stories as well. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to tap into more villain roles now that I did this. So so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, dude, just stick to it.
For sure.
If you
Sure.
stick to it, people, like I said, people love and will pay to see somebody loving what they do
100%.
for a living. Yeah.
100%.
So let's go. Oh, you got to say hi to mom or dad, or who do you want to say hi to?
Mom, what up? All of the Marvel directors, what up?
What up? We're
There you go.
Texas. We live here.
There you go.
So come find me.
Yeah.
I'm here, man. I'm ready to work.
How would somebody find you?
Instagram, first and last name Bradley, last name Opara, Opara at Bradley Opara _ on Instagram, Twitter as well. Phone number is 8. No, my phone number.
No, you want to
Address.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. You
too.
don't want to give that out. Yeah. All right, tell us about you. Can we see him? There we go.
Cool. Hi, my name is Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Purvis, and I live here in Austin.
Nice.
But I'm originally from a town like an hour up the road called Temple, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you probably know that.
Been arrested there?
Oh yeah, I've been there
Maybe.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably for speeding.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to get out of that town as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was born and raised there.
Nice.
Kind of lived in Texas my entire life. But yeah, I love living in Austin. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
I moved here originally because I got offered a job to be a martial art instructor, and it was pretty cool that it happened because I was pretty broke and down on my luck. I didn't have much going on, and then someone just took a chance on me and moved me to Austin. And
Nice.
Further on, I got a bunch of training, travel all the world or this country really, and learn a bunch of different stuff. And it got me closer to my dream, which was doing martial arts in movies. Ever since I was a kid, watching Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan's my biggest one.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that, martial arts and film. And so getting to learn it and everything, it's just been my dream. When I was I grew up pretty poor, so I didn't have any money. And when I was 16, I got a job, and I put myself in martial arts.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool. I did a few things with James. We did Chronicles of a Broken Path, which is a short film we did. And got to do some action, some sword fighting, martial arts, which was cool. And he contacted me, I think, about this one. And I'm pretty sure you were like, oh, I got this idea to have you sword fight me in this. And I was like, oh, I'm so in.
In the trailer, when we're sword fighting, it's me and him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And so it was a fun project to be on. And I do acting. Went to school at UNT for a few years to study acting. I kind of gave up on a little while and then kind of come back to it. But stunts has been a big thing that I wanted to do. And just since I've been here, the last few years, I've got to kind of jump into it a lot more, especially with opportunities like this with Chronicles and then with Isolation, which was a great time. So, and I got to do it with friends, people I know, which is even better.
Nice.
And that's my favorite thing to do is, I like doing films, being on film sets, but if I can be on film sets with people that I like and know and friends, then it's
even better, yeah.
It's the best. It's the best feeling, especially when you have your laughs and these experiences with everyone. It's just it's irreplaceable, that feeling. So.
And you don't have to set an alarm because you will get up. You will be there before everybody else, and you're ready to go.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
So, well, that's awesome, man. And how do people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Instagram. My tag is allpaul _ Lucky Stars. That's my kind of action company. I'm
Nice.
starting to make my own projects and stuff. So it'll be
Nice.
under Lucky Star Action. So all Paul _ Lucky Stars.
There was a guy, there was a something Texas Ranger. He did a TV show.
What's his name?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Buck Norris.
Yeah, Chuck Norris. He started. He did a film with Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Where I think it was Enter the Dragon or something like that. I actually saw that movie in the theater when it came out. And the scene that reminds me is where Bruce Lee grabs his chest and yanks out a bunch of hair. Yeah, I thought that was so funny. But so yeah, he started as a stunt guy.
Yeah.
You know, and then bam, everybody knows who he is.
Everyone knows
So,
who he is.
Yeah, awesome guy. So who do you want to say hi to?
Hi to Chuck Norris.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
What's up? I know some people that you know.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hi to Jackie Chan.
Jackie.
Oh, nice.
Jackie.
Nice.
Favorite. People that actually got me back into wanting to do stunts in martial arts and action film is a group called Martial Club. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're on YouTube. They were on YouTube for a while, and then eventually they just broke through. They got they were on Shang-Chi. They did this movie called Paper Tigers. They did a few things, and super inspiring to me, and made me believe in myself to help. If they did it, I can do it too. Wanted me to get back into it. So that's been a big inspiration to me, and of course my family. Hi mom. Hi dad.
What are their names?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Melissa and Daniel.
Hi, Melissa and Daniel. Does mom know how to cook?
Yes, she can.
Mom,
Cajun
I'm
cook.
coming. I'm coming over.
It's good.
Nice. What's the best thing she knows how to cook?
My favorite dish that she makes is crawfish etouffee.
Whew. I'm coming too.
It's a long car. If you see it in the front, it's me. So awesome, man. I'm glad that you got into acting. And just remember, anything one man can do, another man can do. So, anything. So what about you? Let's find out who you are.
And woman too. Don't forget women. Anything a woman can do, another
Well,
man can do. Yeah.
anything one,
all genders.
Yeah.
I'm Lindsay Walker.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hello. And I'm from Los Angeles.
Nice.
And then I heard about this unfortunate asteroid and
Do you know about it?
relocated. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I just
okay.
heard about that today. I was today
okay.
years old.
Okay.
But I did come in the Texas.
Nice.
So I've been here over 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I did some of this when I was there. It's a different animal completely. And I grew up in an industry family, so I've always been in the industry.
Yeah.
But I love doing projects in Austin, mostly because it's just a different. And working with James, it's like a top-down effect. Like he's just so chill and kind, and so that kind of is pervasive. Like everybody on set, because it can be a very stressful environment.
Exactly.
You're on a time crunch. You're trying to get everything perfect. But my experience with all of them is always like people before project.
Right.
So I appreciate that.
Nice.
So I'll come back anytime that you. But yeah, so I'm a musician also.
Nice.
But I I love film for that reason because it's a collaborative art form, and you get to watch something come from someone's mind and then become like a tangible universe. So.
Nice. Speaking of Chronicles of a Broken Path, which is doing the festival circuits, that's where I met Lindsay.
Yeah.
I got to direct and DP that short,
Nice.
and I met both of them. And so when it was time for isolation, I was like, I know exactly what I want. So I cherry picked almost that entire cast.
Ta-da! And that's how people get noticed. And that's
She's a phenomenal singer.
Yeah.
Speaking of musicians,
nice.
She can play guitar. She sings.
Nice. Well, you
She's
got to
amazing.
send us a video.
All right.
Nice. That'd be cool. Yeah, dude. We will. We love showcasing talent. Because that's how people get. Cole. That's how Cole got found. We showcased Cole in a few things, and bam. Now he's rich. Now he won't take my call. No, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, I'm glad you're here, and you're not gonna get hit by the asteroid, dude. It's got to be true if they hired that one guy, because he can't be cheap, to hire him. it can't be. You know, it's got to be expensive.
Or he's just
so.
like snowing the Russians and just like taking that fat check.
or maybe the Russians thought they were going to get the U.S. and so they're going to start. Who do you want to say hi to?
Hi, I'm gonna say hi to my family. Yeah.
Hi, family.
Hi, family. There's too many to mention by name, so.
Yeah.
Hi, family, and who would I want to say hi to? Wakanda forever. There you go.
Nice. Well, kids, that's it. That's our show. You guys got anything else you want to say before we go?
Isolation.
2024.
2024.
January.
Okay, January 2024. Thank you so much for joining us, kids. Efrain, my friend Efrain is watching in San Benito, Texas. How you doing, bud? My friend Mark, how you doing, bud? See, everybody's saying shout out something. So I'm saying Mark Burrs. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you next Tuesday. Come join us. Peace. Ta-da.
Yay.